Hello students. Today let us solve numericals based on KTG. So some numericals we will solve from your textbook also. So let us solve the first numerical. See what is that. In this a balloon has 5 mole of helium at 7 degrees Celsius. Calculate the number of atoms of helium in the balloon and the total internal energy of the system. So what is given? Helium gas is there, 5 moles of that gas is given 5 moles and temperature is given as 7 degrees Celsius. So this temperature let us convert it in Kelvin, so 280 Kelvin. And you have to calculate total number of atoms and total internal energy. Second, total internal energy. So internal energy, you know, according to law of equipartition of energy, we can write that total energy in the form of degree of freedom. That equation you know. How to calculate total number of atoms? So number of atoms in 1 mole of gas, you know, it is equal to Avogadro's number. So the total number of atoms in 5 moles is equal to 5 into Avogadro's number, 6.023 into 10 raised to 23. So if I calculate this, I get 3.1 into 10 raised to 24. So these are total number of atoms. Now let us calculate total internal energy. So first let us write equation for internal energy. So internal energy of monoatomic molecule according to law of equipartition of energy, it is F by 2 kBT. So F is 3 because only 3 translational modes are there. So 3 by 2 kBT. Right? So here we have to calculate total internal energy. So total internal energy means we need to multiply this by total number of atoms. So total internal energy is equal to 3 by 2 kBT into N, total number of atoms. So 3 by 2 kBT, you know, 1.38 into 10 raised to minus 23 into T is 280 and into N is what? N is, we calculated that 3.1 into 10 raised to 20. Because in that system, total number of atoms are this. So do this calculation. Answer you will get it as 1.8 into 10 raised to 4 joule. So this is nothing but how to calculate the energy and how to calculate the total amount of energy. So for that we need to consider that total number of atoms in that system. Then next is a molecule of nitrogen gas heated in a vessel to a temperature of 5000 Kelvin has an average energy E1. Some molecules of the gas escape into atmosphere at 300 K. Due to collision with air molecules, average kinetic energy of the nitrogen molecule changes to E2. Find E1 by E2. Means two conditions are given for E1 and E2. So for E1, what is given? Temperature is 5000 K, right? And molecule is nitrogen molecule, right? And temperature is given as 5000 K. So it is given in K, no need to convert. 5000 K. For that, it has average energy E1. Then some molecules of that gas escape into atmosphere at 300 K. Means next temperature. So for E1 let us consider T1 and for E2 let us consider temperature T2 and it is given as K, 300 K. So due to collision with air molecules, average kinetic energy of the nitrogen molecule changes to E2. Okay, so energy is E2 for this temperature. You have to find E1 by E2. Okay. So this nitrogen molecule means it is diatomic. This you know, right? Diatomic. So what is the energy? energy E1 at high temperature for diatomic molecule. So you know equation F by 2 kV. So this is energy which is according to law of equipartition of energy, that is internal energy F by 2 kV. Now your temperature is 5000 Kelvin, means that temperature is high temperature. So at high temperature, what is F for diatomic molecule? So F is nothing but 7. This you know, right? So let us substitute that. 7 by 2 kV into T. So T is 5000. So if I simplify this, 2500 and 25 sevens are 175, right? And into kV. No need to substitute kV because anyhow we have to take ratio, so it will get cancelled. So even we are getting 175 100 kV. Then let us find E2. So for E2, again the energy is F by 2 kVT. But what is F for E2? So for E2, temperature is 300 Kelvin, means normal temperature, and at normal temperature you know that energy is nothing but degree of freedom is 5. So energy is equal to 5 by 2 kVT. Right? So let us substitute here 5 by 2 into kV into 300. So here it is 150, 15 5s are 75. So 750 kV joule. Now let us take the ratio. So you have to find out E1 by E2. So it is E1 is 17500 kV and this is 1750, right? 750 kV. So here 0 will get cancelled and this 3s are 7s are 25 3s are 25 7s are, so 70 by 3. So your ratio is nothing but 70 by 3. So according to the given temperature, you can write the degree of freedom because vibrational mode it gets added. At high temperature molecules vibrate and that's why degree of freedom it changes. Then next is, now let us solve one numerical from your textbook. See what is first problem number 11. Problem number 11. Calculate the ratio of mean square speeds of molecule of a gas at 30 K and 120 K. You have to calculate ratio of mean square. Ratio of mean square. Ratio of mean square velocity. So you know mean square velocity is nothing but VRMS square. Right? We have learned this while learning the expression for pressure. That mean square velocity is equal to VRMS square. But you know relation between VRMS and temperature. Okay, this is very important relation. Always remember this. So VRMS square directly proportional to temperature. VRMS directly proportional to square root of temperature. That's why square of VRMS are directly proportional to temperature. So from this two we can write mean square velocity directly proportional to temperature. And here then we can write V1 square. V1 bar square means first mean square velocity upon second mean square velocity. Here T1 and T2 it is V1. Okay. So you have to calculate the ratio of mean square speed of molecules of a gas at 30 K and at 120 K. This is given. So here you can substitute 30 K and 120 K. So this will come 1 by 4, right? So your answer is 1 by 4 or 1:4. Then next is Next is problem number 12. Two vessels A and B are filled with same gas, where volume, temperature and pressure in vessel A is twice the volume, temperature and pressure in vessel B. Calculate the ratio of number of molecules of gas in vessel A to that in vessel B. Okay. Vessel A and vessel B. These two vessels are given. And what is given? That whatever pressure, then temperature and volume in vessel B, so vessel A exactly twice of that, 2P, 2T and 2V. Okay, this is given. Vessel A is twice the volume, temperature and pressure in vessel B. Vessel B से सब twice है यहाँ पर, pressure, temperature and volume. Calculate the ratio of number of molecules. So let us consider number of molecules N1 here and number of molecules N2 here. Then how to relate this? So according to ideal gas equation, we can relate it. You know this. So PV is equal to nRT. N stands for number of moles. This you know. How to write number of moles in terms of number of molecules? So that you know N by Na. With RT. So this can be written as PV is equal to N R by Na is Kb, Boltzmann constant. So Kbd. So for this gas A, for vessel A, we can write PV is equal to N1 Kbt for vessel A. Okay. So 2 PV and 2V, right? Because everything is twice. So let us write first for vessel B. It will be easy for us, right? So PV is equal to N2 kBT. So N2 is equal to PV upon kBT. Now let us write for vessel A. So for vessel A, everything is twice, pressure, volume and temperature. So we can write here N1 is equal to, from this, 2P into 2V upon Kb, it is constant, and into 2T. So 1, 2 will get cancelled and we get N1 is equal to 2P upon Kbt, 2PV upon Kbt. Let us compare this. We have to find number of molecules of vessel A upon number of molecules of vessel B. So N1 by N2. So 2PV upon KBT into, if I divide this to this, then it becomes into KBT upon it is PV, right? So PV will get cancel, this will get cancelled and you are getting 2:1. So ratio of number of molecules of vessel A to vessel B is 2:1. Okay. So this way try to understand the problem, read it carefully and accordingly you can solve that problem. Then next is problem number 40. Show that RMS velocity of an oxygen molecule is √2 times that of a sulfur dioxide molecule at STP. You have to show this. RMS velocity of an oxygen molecule is √2 times sulfur dioxide. The RMS of oxygen molecule is √2 times the RMS of SO2. ये हमें प्रूव करना है, right? So you know what is equation for VRMS. Okay. So here temperature or this VRMS, it depends on temperature, that you know it is directly proportional to square root of temperature. So that is given as STP. Both are at STP. So you know what is temperature, 273 Kelvin. So how to find this relation? So for that you should know formula for VRMS. So we have learned this 3RT upon M, right? Because here what is different in this oxygen and sulfur dioxide? So their molecular weight is different, and that's why we have to write this VRMS in the form of this under root 3 RT upon M. So here P and R, that is constant for oxygen and sulfur dioxide. Only difference is there in this M. So for O2 we have to write here O2, and for sulfur dioxide, okay, it is 3 RT upon MSO2. So let us take the ratio. So I get VRMS O2 upon VRMS SO2 is equal to 3RT will get cancelled, and I get under root MSO2 upon MO2, right, in square root only. So what is molecular weight of SO2 and O2? You know that O2 it is 32, right, 32 gram, and SO2 is 64 gram. So if I substitute this, then I get 64 upon 32. So 32 2s are 64. So I am getting VRMS O2 is equal to, this is equal to root 2. So root 2 times VRMS of SO2. So how easy it is. If you know the formula and if you know how to find the molecular weight, you have learned this in chemistry, so you can solve this numericals. Then next is problem number 15. You can easily solve. It is similar to problem number 14. Then problem number 16 and 14 are similar. So 16 problem you have to solve it at home. Problem number 15. Problem number 15. At what temperature will oxygen molecules have same RMS speed as helium molecules at STP? At what temperature? Means you have to find temperature, oxygen molecule and hydrogen molecule. So oxygen molecule it is have same RMS speed as helium molecules at STP, right? So here molecule is helium molecule, not hydrogen. Helium molecule is given. See problem number 15. At what temperature will oxygen molecule have same RMS speed as helium molecules at STP? So at STP means temperature is 273 Kelvin. Okay. So what is formula for VRMS? VRMS of O2 under root 3 RT upon molecular weight of oxygen. Okay. And for helium, VRMS of helium. So for helium it is given at STP, that's why it is 3 RT upon M of helium. Okay. So here 3 RT is 273 upon mass of helium is 4. This you know. And here mass of oxygen, molecular weight of oxygen is 32. So let us equate this, because what is the question? At what temperature this should be same, VRMS. That's why VRT under root 3 RT upon 32 is equal to 3 R into 273 upon 4. So first let us cancel this square root from both sides. We get 3R will get cancelled. Here 4 1s are and 4 8s are. So I get P is equal to 273 into 8, right? So 8 3s are 24, 8 7s are so 58, and 8 2s are 16, 21, right? So 2184 Kelvin. So this way, if you know formula, you can calculate it. Next is find the kinetic energy of 5 liter of a gas at STP. Problem number 17. Find kinetic energy of 5 liter of a gas at STP. Given standard pressure is 1.013 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square. Okay, volume is 5 liter. And pressure is given as 1.013 into 10 raised to 5. So you have to find kinetic energy. Kinetic energy. So how to write kinetic energy? So you know it is 3 by 2 RT for 1 mole of gas, or we can write it as 3 by 2 PV as here. V and P it is given. So you have to use this equation, okay? And here at STP you have to find out. So as directly you can write 3 by 2 PV. So just convert this in meter cube. So how to convert 5 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter cube. And pressure is given in Newton per meter square. So just substitute the value. P is 1.013 into 10 raised to 5 and P is 5 into 10 raised to minus 3. Do this calculation, you will get your answer. Then next is problem number 18. So in problem number 18, you have to calculate the average molecular kinetic energy per kilomole, per kilogram, per molecule. Per kilomole, first, second is per kilogram, and third is per molecule. Per molecule. So how to calculate per kilomole? So per kilomole or per mole, you know equation we have to use 3 by 2 RT, right? Per kilogram, okay, means divide this by M, RT upon M, means 3 RT upon 2 M. This is nothing but per kilogram. And per molecule. So per molecule means we have to divide this by Avogadro's number per molecule. So you can write this R by Na as kBt, but here what is given? See, R is given 8.31, molecular weight of oxygen is given, it is 32, temperature is 127 degrees Celsius, convert it in Kelvin. Then Avogadro's number is given and R is given, and that's why you write this formula only for this per molecule, 3 by 2 R by Na into T. Or if you know Kb, so R by Na is equal to Kb, substitute that and find out. So all values are given. You have to use this formula per kilomole, this per kilogram and per molecule. So remember each and every formula we have learned. Okay, so write that proper formula, you will get your answer. Substitute all values properly.